Alright, it's Tucker, back with a Transformers view, and first of all, I want to give a shout out to Alteb5, new subscriber to my channel. He does some really fun Minecraft videos. I'll put a link to his channel down below. Go check him out sometime. But, on to the figure. I have Transformers Generations 30th Anniversary TrailCutter. Interesting. They must have lost the license for TrailCutter. So yeah, we got his name there, we got him there in the packaging. What's cool is that the back artwork for him is actually the comic book. And this comic book is actually really fun. Get it just for the comic book. Fun read. Turn around on the back, and we got our tech specs, we got our product shots, and we got our nice, huge bio. Pause if you want to read it. So yeah, let's get to the figure himself. And here he is, and I am liking these new IDW designs. Very good representation of the characters from the comic book, and actually this is a very nice modernization of the old G1 figure. They got the nice big red knees, the force field package on the back. It's got a shield. Which this I really don't care for. I wish they'd give him a gun of some kind, or at least an extra weapon that would be a gun. But still, very good figure molded wise. No backpack, I like that. Great paint apps all over. The head sculpt is very beautiful. And the light piping, if you can get the right light behind it, lights up really brightly. But unfortunately, that force field package is blocking it all out. Articulation-wise, his force field package can move around. His head's on an awkward kind of swivel, kind of get jammed up in its transformation joint. And you can kind of get a little bit of an up looking by mistransforming the head. Shoulders are on a ball joint. Upper arm swivel. Nice elbow bend. You can kind of call this articulation right there. Be careful when moving the arms up and down, because sometimes you can pop the whole chest loose like that. There you go. See? You got ball jointed hips, upper thigh swivel, really nice knee bend. For some reason I wasn't locked in. And what's cool about his waist bend actually is if you're so inclined, you can recreate a scene from the first Transformers movie. May Sideswipe rest in peace. Go ahead and stand him back up and talk about his weapon. Which actually, at first glance, I thought it was parts forming, because it really just becomes a canopy for his truck mode. But it does transform also, which is really cool. You got a nice folded out handle in there. Compacts up for vehicle mode. And you actually got two 5mm ports, 5mm pegs. Handle's a 5mm peg. And on TrailCutter himself, he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 5mm peg ports. So if you were so inclined, you could gun him up insanely, which is really cool. It'd have been nice though if this handle was reversed. That way you can recreate his gun arm a bit more effectively. Because in old G1 he did have a gun arm. But that works pretty well. Let's go ahead and bring in my comparisons. Let's start with the older figure. This is Generations Blur. Yeah, they're kind of getting smaller in height too now. And full of Cybertron Air Raid. So, you know. So let's go ahead and get into transformation. Pull the shield off, fold that up together like that. Take the hands, fold those in, fold the feet up. You gotta turn the head around, pop that down. Now this is where you gotta kind of pay attention a little bit. You gotta pop the chest up and away, pull up the hood section, and then fold that all down. Let me redo that. Fold this all together like that, and then force the hood up into the section. And one thing I want to comment on real quick is that the chest windshield actually becomes the front windshield on the vehicle mode, which is really cool. You got the nice gold paint apps, you got the Autobot logo on the hood. We'll get into that again when we talk about vehicle mode though. Straighten the arms out like this, and then bring them together. Don't forget to, yeah, these things gotta be twisted towards they're facing to the outside of the vehicle. Then this square section here has to go onto this peg here, like so. You gotta kind of work this stuff together all at the same time. You gotta make sure these wrist panels are pulled up. And one thing actually, there's a lot of nice molded in detail in there that really wasn't needed, so I like that. So peg that together, and this gets a little finicky. You need to push it forward like this to go up into the hood section, and then line up these door panels and peg them in place. And make sure you don't push too far on those arms, otherwise they will collapse into the empty, hollow. Geesh. It's not always this difficult to transform. He is a finicky son of a gun. There we go. Peg those together there and there. And then you take the legs, and the legs transform really interesting. There's double joints in there, and again, with the unneeded molded detail. You're going to fold it out on the joint attached to the leg itself, and then fold it up on the joint connected to the knee. Collapse that up. Let's take a look from the other angle. Collapse that up too. And then you just kind of got to peg everything together. And there we go. We have TrailCutter in his truck mode. Push those up a bit more. And it rolls pretty well. Not the best with the wheels, but it rolls pretty good. And now, unfortunately, no, you can't fold down that section. But you take this, slide it in there, and there we go. We have him in his SUV mode. And it is a nice armored up SUV. Rolls really nicely. And it's got the nice line patterns going on, but the wrong colors. It should be yellow, orange, red, not yellow, red, red. Yeah, it's alright. Got the big old beefy guns up top. Comparisons. Generations drift. Yeah. And Bullet Cybertron Shockwave. The main reason I picked this guy up is that there is a third-party set coming out for him with a force field and force field hands and his force field face. Read the comic, you'll understand that statement. I will review those when I do get them, but otherwise, on his own, he's actually a really good figure. I don't think he's the strongest of the four coming out. He's my first one, though. But he's really fun. The comic is great. Go pick him up. Great figure. So, yeah. Let's talk today with a review of Transformers Generations TrailCutter, and thanks for watching.